Ain't it funny, right? And for those of us can really relate. And I was reflecting back when I was out and about yesterday, right? I'm not saying that I'm in the best position that I was. I'm in the best position. I'm not saying all that, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm grateful for the position that I am now because it's gonna lead me to where I want to be. Gratitude, happy, but at the same time, I was thinking about for me to be able to have access to do the things I want to do, to be where I want to be. I could reflect back and I was thinking like, dang, I remember when I needed help to just get here. And don't get me wrong, I'm a grown man. But those times, and it was not that long ago, when I actually needed some type of help, every time I asked, it was no. I would help you, but do this for me. I don't got it. But only when they needed something from me, they'll give it to me, if that makes sense. But 9 times out of 10, me being the person that I am, they always demanded me to do something without them having to give me anything. Cool. Because for me personally, I always look at it, okay, with family, I look out for you. That's the way I show love, right? But when it comes to the point where, you as a person that's doing your thing, here they come, do me a favor, do this for me. When you say no, why? They question you saying that you can't, and it's like, why do I have to explain to you why I don't want to do it, if that makes sense? But like I said, they'll demand you to do something for them when they see you, because consistent doing good for yourself, you're doing for yourself. Before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. This is your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about the same people who watch you suffer will demand your help. It's crazy, especially in these times where you're going to begin to see the people, and I can involve myself in it. And I'm not saying that I'm no better than anyone else. But you're going to see those same people that were struggling. And again, like I say, count me in that, because I have no pride. I'm grateful for where I am, so I can say that I came a long way. It's going to be a shift where people that were going through things and doing them, you're seeing it now, they're doing better for themselves. But those same people that always had it, that were always doing something, and it was not putting no use or helping anyone, you're gonna see a decrease of that. They ain't going nowhere. They're gonna begin to suffer. Sort of like the good is gonna do good, really good, right? And the bad is going to actually, should I say karma, or should I say their time is up? Because when you, as a person that was doing the best that you can, you was doing all that you can to look out for everyone else, and it's sort of like you was not selfish. You were like me, naive. Everybody needs your help, and it's kind of crazy because even when I think about where I'm going and how it's gonna be, and of course, if you're a person that thinks like me, you're always grateful because it could be taken away from you from a snap of a finger, because for those of us, we know the Most High. For me, I always say God. I know that He could take this away from me in a minute. I'm seeing a lot of, you see people that once were healthy, they can't even walk no more. They're sick. Your life could be taken from a snap of a finger. But those people that once belittled you, talked down on you, made you feel like you were less than a person, are the same people who are going to demand you to help them. I got into the point where when things are starting, and this is what's going to happen to, in order for you to hear me out. When things starting to go good for you, and that's going to be up to you for really see that, hey, how grateful you are. Like, let me give you an example. If you were a person, let me give you an example of how things are starting to get good for you. If you were a person, let's say you were struggling you have a car, and you were struggling to get gas money, and you had to always ask for a loan to borrow money. Fast forward now, if you happen to be able to fill your gas tank up and just have, let's say, for the next 2 days you're gonna get paid, but you got like $20 or $30 left in your pocket, and you got food in the fridge, you're doing good. You're doing great. If you're a person that used to always want to borrow you need money for transportation, and you were a person that, hey, you'll ask and they'll tell you, no, they don't got it, but they got it. They have it because they give everyone else but you. But you fast forward now, you happen to be able to pay for your transportation, and let alone you got $300 or $400 in the bank that you could have access to so you could be able to travel again. I'm talking to you. Another example. You needed money to eat. You needed money just to have, just so you can be able to be good. Fast forward now, you got food in the fridge. You're able to go out in a restaurant, but you reserve your money. I hope you do. But even though you go out and you spoil yourself, you treat yourself, right? And you still have money left. I'm talking to you. Those same people who said no to you, those same people who laughed at you, those same people when you asked them, and even when you ask them, and they got it, and they still talk down on you, and they choose not to give it to you, those are the same people who's going to ask you. You were struggling to have a job. You were struggling to do what you have to do. Those same people that you ask and that came around, even just laugh at you, always question you, you don't ever have money. You don't ever have to. I'm talking to you. And if things are really going good for you, and let's say you don't even have to be the best of the best. You don't even have to have just having money in your pocket, knowing that, okay, you know what? I got $5. I can go get me something to eat, and you know that you got money coming in, even though it's not a lot, and just being grateful. Even if just having food, don't tell nobody how things are going good for you. You keep it to yourself. I had to learn that the hard way. The more I kept to myself, the more that I reserve myself and be able to just keep things to myself and don't tell the more blessings came, the more came. And that's what's gonna happen, because all people want to do is just drain you. They just want to take from you. Oh, you're doing good. You're doing that. Oh, you're my family. You're my friend. Yo, you got me? But I say this, always remember the people that did good for you. To always do good by the people and look out for the people that actually, when you needed something, they went out there and gave it to you. Because especially in these times now, times are very, very hard. And I get it. But that doesn't mean that you have to you know what? I'm going to give you my last 100. I'm going to give you my last 20. And those are the same people that when they take from you, they're never going to acknowledge that, hey, you looked out for them. Even to this day, when you used to look out for them, you do things for them, you did them favors, they're never going to be like, oh, you know what? Gene, he went out my way when he didn't have, he went out his way to help me. They're never going to so what makes you think that when you're doing good, they give you something, they're going to go out their way and then say, okay, you're the best person. Even if they say that too, is it genuine? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my lip. I went to the dentist yesterday. I had to fix my teeth right here. And they just hit my lip right here. I don't know, they was trying to take something out. I go more into the video, but I don't know if I got a little longer. Just keep looking at it. But back to the story. Back to what I'm saying. But where I'm going with this is this. Focus on yourself when things are going good for yourself. Keep that to yourself. If it was in your heart to look out for someone that looked out for you, yeah, go, yo. But always be careful for the people that watch you struggle and laughed at you while you was going through your struggle. Because those are the same people who are going to demand your help. I got friends, I got people that don't even hit me up. They didn't even hit me if I was going through my struggle. They even borrow money from me when I was down. I let them because I was just family. And then when I demanded, when I won't say demanded, when I asked for my money back and they actually gave it, they left me alone. And then I haven't heard from them for years. Nor that I don't even want to talk to them no more. But if it was a couple of years ago, I would reach out to them. But where I'm going with this is this: when things are going good for you, things are picking up for you, keep it to yourself. Everybody don't need to know how you're doing good. Nobody don't have to know where your money is coming from. They don't have to know. When people say, "Oh, what you been up to? Are you working this and that?" And I have family that asks me that, even at a funeral. I'm to the point where they tell me, they was like, yo, they can't believe my mindset. Yo, I'll tell them straight up. They're like, what do you do for work? I'm the kind of person, I'll tell you, yo, I'm a stripper. Because, look, I know that's random, but look, what's the point of me telling you something what I do and then you try to compete with me? What's the point of me trying to tell you something and then you question, oh, that's good, and you get around me and being fake. So I'd rather tell you something that sounds weird, crazy. Like, I'm not saying for those of you who stripping, nothing wrong with that, but coming from a person like me, do I look like a person like me? You know what I mean? Especially if my family members, they'll look at me like, yo, I got family that close to me. Like, some people are like, yo, you funny for saying that. Because I haven't talked to you in years. I barely know you. And every time we talk to you, it's always some type of comparison. Obviously, you're talking about me, So I'll say something, and then go back to everyone. They're like, dang, shit. At least I know that, hey, you're not being, you're being fake with me. So I'll tell you something like that, but you can leave me alone. Or better yet, make you think that, you're better than me or whatever, right? But where I'm going with this is this. Like I said, be careful from those people that get around you, be fake, watch you struggle, and then when you're doing good, they want to hit you up back like everything's all good. Nah. Always put in the back of your mind how they treated you and where you came from. Alright? So if this video resonated with you, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend, best friend. And I'll see you on the next video. And shouts out to all the strippers, That's, no disrespect. That's an example, alright? You know what I mean? And shouts out to y'all. I know y'all doing your thing, y'all. There's no disrespect, alright? So that was just an example. But again, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright? Peace.